So I have my paint supplies nearby, my bucket of water, a paint set. I'm using tempera paint. If you don't have a tempera paint set, watercolors will work just fine. So this is where we got to think more about our color choices. So at first I did complementary colors. If you look back at that color wheel, you should have noticed yellow is directly opposite of purple. Purple is a cool color, very soft. Yellow is a warm color, very bright. So they're directly opposite in intensity. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start with some yellow paint, but I'm going to actually use something called analogous colors. So I'm going to start painting in the lion's face and his ears and everything, and you'll notice like I'm painting right over those black lines, and for the most part they kind of stay put. If you use a crayon or an oil crayon or oil pastel, it should resist the water and the paint. It shouldn't want to stick to it. So I'm filling in his face. If you notice your lines, sometimes some of the lines do blend a little bit. If you notice, just avoid touching them with the paintbrush too much. Now for analogous colors, what I'm going to do is on a color wheel that has more than just 6 colors, I would see colors in between. Like if I go from yellow to orange, I'm going to see that there's a color called yellow-orange that is a little bit between yellow and orange. So what I can do is sort of brush in some orange to show that. And think about places like, I think I'm going to put some under his eyes there. So if I do it on this side, I should probably do it on this side. And then maybe I could put some for lines in his beard there. Okay, but then if I move past the orange, there's going to be sort of orange-red. So I could even go in there with some red. And then I'm going to go to his mane. So with the purple, I would start out with purple paint, but if you notice, I don't have purple paint. So the thing is, I know that if I mix red and blue, that will turn purple. So I'm going to put some blue on here. I'm not going to stick the blue in the red because that would mess up that red for other color choices or other people using it later. But if I brush the red right on top of the blue, you can see that it's turning purple. So I'm going to take some of the purple on here, and then I'm going to move it and use it up here. If I need to make more, I can always make a little bit more. But this seems to be enough to put on these different places here. But then, between the blue and the purple, you would actually have sort of a purpley blue color. So if I let the blue go right on top of the purple, it's mixing into it. So I have a color, it's not quite purple, not quite blue. It's something in between. And if you're looking at a color wheel and you move past that purple-blue color, the next color you're going to see is the blue. So I'm going to take blue now, and I'm going to fill in these other areas. So as you can see, I have other places to paint, and I have choices that I can make about how I'm going to paint those. And I'm going to leave that up to you guys. As long as you show complementary colors and can talk about them, and you show analogous colors and can talk about those later, you have a plan that shows a well thought out color scheme. All right, I look forward to seeing what you guys send me later.